Hello everybody, my name is Bastian. I'm heading the Advanced Analytics department at Vonovia. Vonovia is the largest landlord in Germany, basically Europe's leading residential real estate company. About 500,000 flats and apartments belong to ours and are managed by Vonovia. And that makes you potentially also think about the data points behind it. And the data points come with the buildings, come with all these flats, but also they come with the people living with us and also about the processes that we need to potentially maintain, modernize and repair all those apartments. And the data point is exactly what we want to focus on with the current HoD challenge, which we call Image Insight. Actually, the Image Insights challenge would like to tackle the following problem. Currently, when we go, for instance, or when a tenant has a problem, he or she calls our call center and describes the problem, and then a technically skilled person goes out, has a look at the apartment, specifies what's actually broken, what needs to be replaced, what's the spare part needed, and then a second appointment is made in order to really do the repair works. This process is a bit inefficient from our point of view, and it's not digitalized so far. So what we want to achieve with the Image Insights Challenge is really to digitalize this process. And for this, we need robust image detection that helps us getting people making photos of what they actually see as a damage in their apartment, sending this over to us, and then that we can automatically process what's shown on this picture, what's broken there, what's the repair work that needs to be done, and then send out directly the guy who fixes all these problems. So basically getting rid of the first inspection appointment. In order to do this, we need a smart artificial intelligence application that really works with photos from our tenants. And that's basically what the Image Insights Challenge is all about. To illustrate this a bit in our slides, I brought a picture from one tenant which shows actually the bathroom of this tenant. And as you might see, the shower head is a little bit dripping. But that's exactly what the algorithm should tell us at the end. So the first step would be to detect what's on there in terms of devices, in terms of appliances, fixtures, or any installations. And then the crucial point would be to tell us a little bit deeper, to drill into it and tell us what's the type of shower head, what's the manufacturer of the shower head, what's the size of it, and potentially also what's the damage, so what's really broken. And then we can use this information as a structured information to schedule an appointment in our SAP ERP system, for instance. We know that's really a big problem and a hard problem to tackle. We are convinced that there are startups out there that can basically help us on this issue, but we are also willing to slice and dice the project in terms of how we can manage this in a 3-month sprint on the HoD challenge format. And that's why we say there are clear things that are in focus and other things that are out of focus. In focus for us are 3 points. First of all, it goes without saying the algorithm that really helps us detecting all these issues, what I mentioned before. The second point is helping us overcome the cold start problem, because we now don't have any images that are labeled, that are tagged, that we can basically use to learn or train basically the algorithm at forehand. And the third aspect would be to do all this highly data protective and highly conformative to all the regulations that we have to obey in terms of data protection and privacy. So basically getting rid of faces, getting rid of names or any personal information that might be shown on those pictures at the end. These things would be crucial for us. On the other hand, what is out of scope, we would say all the technical aspects we can ignore for the moment. That means how the pictures come into our play, where they come from, where they are stored, what's about the output of an algorithm, where this is processed or stored or whatever. So all the data engineering parts we can ignore. We can focus on a pure proof of concept story in terms of having a bunch of pictures and telling us in an actionable way what we need to do when we see these pictures at the end. I hope this is interesting for you. I'm looking forward, I'm thrilled for having so many applications from your side. I guess the arena is open to people that are fond of image recognition, that have expertise in that field, but also damage detection would be another field. Also, irrespective of any industry or branches, it might not be directly bound to real estate. It can come from different industries. I think the problem might be comparable in other settings as well. Yeah, I think it's an attractive package. There are 20K out there to gain, and also the potential for medium to long-term cooperation with Vonovia, with my team as well, a team of data scientists, and yeah, I'm looking forward to cooperate. Thanks.